Hi guys, my name is Maxwell and I welcome you back to CloudHouse Academy and back to our Active Directory 0 to Hero course. Okay, before we started this course, I told we are going to have an 18 hands-on practical labs. Okay, and today we are on lab number 2, which is organizational unit design. Okay, so if you have not watched our previous video for lab 1, please go back and watch. It takes you through how to download your server, install your server, set your server static IP address, and promote your server into a domain controller. Until then, you cannot do this lab because you have to finish the lab 1 and move to lab 2, which is the organizational unit. Okay, so previously our domain was Calvary International School. At this point, our domain controller is working, but it isn't organized. Imagine walking into a library where every book has been thrown on the floor. The books are all there, but finding anything would be impossible. And organizations grow and they may have thousands of users, hundreds of computers, multiple departments, multiple offices, different administrative teams. Without organization, managing the environment becomes difficult. Today's lesson is about creating that organization. Someone will ask me, what is an organizational unit? Of course, think of your school. You have one school, but inside that school, you have different departments. For example, administration, teachers, student, finance, human resources, and IT. A lot of them. We have a bunch of organizations within our organization. Although everyone belongs to that same school, each department has different responsibilities and different rules. It allows us to group similar users and computers together so they can be managed more efficiently. But why do companies use OUs? Suppose your school has 150,000 students, 120 teachers, 40 administrators, and 300 computers. Would you put all of these objects or users in one folder? Of course, no. Instead, you will create a structure that is easy to understand and manage. This is exactly what organizational unit provides. And there are benefits. Organizational unit help us organize users and computers logically. It helps us to apply group policies in specific departments, delegate administrative tasks, simplify our day-to-day management, such as group creation, username creations, and those kind of things. Okay, then also improve scalability. A very important question during interview, the interviewer might ask you, do you think organizational units are security boundaries? No. Organizational units are not security boundaries. They are just administrative boundaries. Security is controlled using group and permissions. Every interviewers or many interviewers would want you to explain why you think organizational unit is not a security boundaries. Okay, now before we move on to our hands-on lab, okay, so if you go back to our previous lab 1, and you open up your VMware workstation, you will probably see your virtual machine over here. We named it AD depending on the name that you gave to your virtual machine. It's here. You can just power your virtual machine on and we start our hands-on practice. Okay, we are going to create organizational units. All right, just a second, it's gonna be up. we can go through together. Like I said, these videos are uncut, okay? So any problem, any error that we run into it, we can troubleshoot. We can troubleshoot it lively. That's why I'm keeping this video raw, because sometimes if you watch videos on YouTube and they run into an error, they cut it, so it means you are losing the chance of troubleshooting your own issue. So anything, you have to go back to the one who posted a video, or maybe to go and do your own research, and it takes a lot of time, and it breaks your lab as well. It delays your lab. So we are going to do everything raw. We are not cutting anything from this video. Okay, so let me send. Okay, so you see, previously we registered our domain and our Calvary School administrator domain. It's intact. So if I remember the password, let's try and log in. Yes, I think we got it. Okay, so please, you can do the same. We have spent our server, the server that we promoted it to domain controller in our previous lab 1. Guys, if you have not watched the video for lab 1, I would advise you to start from the introduction so that you will understand what we are doing here. You go through lab 1 and you can come back and complete the lab 2, because we are doing everything step by step. We are not skipping anything. We are learning everything from scratch. Provisioning your own server, promoting your own server, and starting an organizational unit together. Okay, all right, so now that our server is on and ready, let's check what we have here. Okay, let's see what we have here. All right, tools. Okay, let's check Active Directory users and computers. I want us to confirm some things. So you can see that our domain is here. Let's check under our domain. We have a pre-configured object here: bulletin, computers, domain controllers, foreign security principals, managed access control users. I don't want to confuse you about this, but it's something that is very easy to understand. As time goes on, we are going to work on that as well. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, let's go back and look for our PowerShell. Okay, it's taking a little time. Okay, you can open as administrator or you can't open, but since you have logged in, it's gonna work. Okay, so this is our let me zoom it so that if I write the command, you'll be able to get the command. Okay, so we have already set up our static IP address. Now today we are creating organizational unit. All right, so our first command for organizational unit will be like import module active directory. All right, so we are going to import the module active directory. Okay, all right, import done. Now we are going to set a function. Let's say, for example, there is one name that we have to type every time. Like, let's say we want to do a DC Calvary International School. Let me show you. Okay, let's say we are going to set dn. Okay, then we will match it. Like anytime we call this function, okay, anytime we call $dn, we mean that our command should bring out this Calvary International School then dc equals .com. Okay, all right, so this is what we mean. We are saying anytime we call dn, as anytime we write a command and we put dn here, we are calling, check there is an update available. It's okay, we can do that later. We are calling our DC to recognize that DC equal to Carver International School and DC equals to domain. So this is the right command. Okay, so anytime we put dn, we are sending a function that our $dn should call this. Okay, so let's execute it. Okay, now let's start creating our new Active Directory. Okay, so we are going to start with new AD organizational unit. Guys, PowerShell is very easy. It says new because we are telling our server that we want to create a new AD, which is the Active Directory organization. I think I have typo here. Organizational unit. Then we are going to give the organizational unit name is, let's put tier 1. I'm going to explain to you tier 1. Okay, tier 0. Okay, so let's say our tier 0 will be the name of the organizational unit that we are going to create. Okay, then we will take the path. This is the path that we set over here. This is the path that we set. Okay, so let's say path will be what we will call the $TN. We are telling what this command does is it's going to create a new organizational unit called tier 1 and put it on the path that we have set. Okay, so the moment we execute this command and we go back to our Carver International School domain, we will be able to see that tier 0 is part of the object created over there. Let's do this. Okay, now it's done. We can check from here. Okay, we can check from here, get AD organizational unit. Okay, let's put filter. Then let's say we want all the no. Okay, organizational unit, and we'll put filter, we'll filter, and we see all the organizational. So now we want to see all the organizational units that we have created. Let's go through it if we will be able to see tier 0 there. Let's try. I think the command is intact. Let's see. Okay, so let's go through it. Oh, we can see that we have our tier 0 over here as organizational unit, and it comes with unique ID, which is this one. Then let me show you another way that you can see it as well. Let's go this way. Server management. You go to your tools, users, and computers. Your domain is here. You click the domain. Now you can see that we have our tier 0 here. So this is just an example, but this tier 0, it's more like it's going to take the super admins, okay, those who are, because you are the one provisioning all these things, and we want to put those who have control to change things, to do these kind of things that we are doing now. not the normal user creation and deleting user, resetting password, not that one, but we are talking about those who are doing what we are doing now. There is certain policies that we have to attach to them. So normally in organization, you put like tier 0, like tier 0 will be a group for those who have a total control over the AD, over the domain controller. Okay, so you can see that tier 0 is created over here. Let's go back to our PowerShell. I want everything to be clean. That's why I'm closing every terminal that I've opened so that it will be clear to you. Okay, let's maximize it. Okay, now we know that we have created our tier 1. Okay, but in our school, now let's talk about our school. Our school, we need to create a lot of organizational unit. So first we are going to start from administration. Let's first get the administration. So let's go to administration. If you use your keyboard arrow up, you'll be able to go to the command that you executed previously, the history of your command. You can just edit it instead of typing everything. You can just re-edit it and put administration. Okay, so this will be our school administration, but inside our school administration we will create another object such as finance, such as IT department, such as admission department, those kind of things. We are going to create that one as well, but for now we need to be well organized. We are going to finish creating the main administration, the main organizational unit that we need. Okay, I don't want us to waste much time. What happened? Administration. Okay, path. All right. Okay, so new organizational unit parameter building. Okay, so so I think the administration. Okay, I think there is a typo here. Administration. Okay, let's go on, let's check what is happening here. The part, oh, because we did not continue with the command, we have to set this part again. Okay, so I think yeah, which one did we executed for the command? This one. Okay, then we execute our administration command. Now it's done. Okay, we can just go on and check. Okay, now you see the administration is there, guys. That's why I said I don't want to be cutting I don't want to be editing this video, because anytime there is an issue, you need to sort it yourself. Okay, that's why we got a lot of regs, but you need to be thinking very fast if you know what you are doing. So just follow, because it was complaining about this part. Apart from the typo that I made here, it was going to work out if I have already called the path and I told my server that if I put $DN, it means I'm talking about this Calvin International School and the .com. Okay, so let's go on and create. Hope it's not going to, we just set it, so I hope it's not going to now we have administration. Let's put staff. Okay, done. Okay, now let's create support staff. Okay, such as teaching assistant, support staff. Okay, support staff. Okay, let's create that one as well. Let's create what else are we supposed to create? Let's create the IT department. IT department. Let's create the IT department. That is done. Let's create for our service. Let's create for our service, let's say service is where most the servers that we are using, like our database server, our this server our server that we are using now, this is where we are going to keep them, and any other service that the company or the school is using. Okay, then we are going to create workstation as well. Let's create workstation, like workstation. Then next we can create, okay, let's create another organization for groups. I'm going to explain to you, but today we are just creating organizational unit. Let me create groups. Okay, so that any group that we create, in case we create group for Arabic teachers, we create group for mathematics teachers, we create group for science teachers, we can put them here as well. Let's create student. That is the most important thing, student. Okay, so students, typo, students. All right, okay, now let's try to confirm if we have all these created. Okay, I'm trying to go through the manual way instead of typing. Okay, so you can see that we have a lot of organization here. We have the student, we have the group that we created, we have the workstation, we have the servers, we have the IT department, we have the support staff, we have the administration, so, and we have the tier 0. So guys, this is how to create an organizational unit, and I've already explained to you why and the benefit of getting an organizational unit. Let's check what we've got here. Let's check what we've got here. Now let's see, let's go to our tools, our users and computers. Okay, now let's go under our school. Now you can see that all the things, all the organizational unit that we created, apart from the default ones, we have them here. We have the administration, we have the group, we have the IT, we have the servers, we have the staff, we have the students, we have the support staff, we have tier 0, and we have the workstation. Okay, so these are the things that makes the organization properly organized, because now in our next video, it's user management. We are going to create users, bulk users, delete bulk users, create users from CVC file, import them, create users and give them password, give them official emails. There are a lot of things to do. Okay, so this is just the beginning. I don't want this video to be very long. I want you to take your time, go through this lab. It's uncut, it's not edited, so if you run into a problem, you can follow how we resolve that problem and complete your lab. Thank you for watching. Once again, my name is Maxwell, and I welcome you to our Active Directory Zero to Hero free course on our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and see you